Hey guys, Stitch_302 here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video I am going to be ranking all of the MultiVersus characters as of the closed alpha. So I was lucky enough to play the closed alpha probably like 2 months ago now. I played with every character. I really love the game. Some characters are better than others, and I thought, why not, before the full game releases, before even the closed beta comes out, let's rank them all. Let's look back at all these characters I got to try out, and just look back at them all, see what they're like. If anyone hasn't seen the gameplay or anything, you can kind of see my opinion on all the characters you haven't even seen before, who you might not even know are in this. If you don't know what MultiVersus is, it's a platform fighter game, cross-play, cross-progression, I think, free-to-play, from Warner Bros. All these characters like Batman, Shaggy, Velma, Jake the Dog, Steven Universe, all these characters in one game, just battling it out like Smash Bros, like Nick All-Star Brawl. That's essentially it. As you can see on screen, the level I got each character to. So you can see I've got more gameplay with others and some. This is all old gameplay footage. Obviously I don't have access to the game anymore. But yeah, I'm going to be ranking each character, talking about what I think of them in the game, not necessarily them as a character. Like, I don't want to be biased based on the character. So, for example, Steven Universe, I've never watched his show, never watched anything about him, don't even know about him, but he's higher up than you would think for someone that I don't know anything about. Whereas, he's not, but say Shaggy, I know Shaggy, he could be dead last because I don't like how he plays, but I know Shaggy, I've watched Scooby-Doo loads. So that's basically, I don't want to be biased based on the character, just how I play with them. So you may not agree with my ranking, but this is my ranking of the closed alpha gameplay. So let's begin. Okay, so first up in this ranking, which is going to be in 15th place, is Harley Quinn. I think I expressed how I felt about her while playing with other characters after I played with her, and for some reason she just didn't really click with me. I hated playing with Harley in this game for some reason. She's a assassin class from the DC world. I don't know, I just really didn't like playing with her, and it was a bit of a shame. She has this like a Bat Bomb C4 ability, which is pretty cool. She can like have a Batman detonator, you throw it down, it will explode when you press it. That can go off mid-fight. She has this balloon explosive as well, that you can place around on the floor or in the air. If that got interacted with, then that will explode as well. What else does she do? She has this cool dodge ability where she can like dodge and shoot this confetti cannon behind her, which is great for dodging. So say if like someone attacks you, just dodge out the way, you shoot behind you, which will hit them. And I find that actually one of the only good things with her. With the confetti cannon, she has a baseball bat and a hammer, which does some pretty great hits, I won't lie. I think that's it for Harley. She's a very quick character, good at dodging, she can move around very quickly. But yeah, I think that's it for Harley. She's just not up there for me. I didn't really get her that much higher of a level, probably like level 4. But yeah, that's it for Harley Quinn. On to the next one. Coming in at the 14th spot is Arya Stark. Now, she is one of the last few characters I actually played with on this game, which is kind of good because she's labelled as an expert character, and I'm going to say that's because she is so hard to control. Oh my god, I don't play these kind of games, but I find these kind of games fun. So playing MultiVersus, like, I don't play Smash Bros or anything, but I had so much fun playing with these characters, having fun playing just the game. It was so fun. But Arya, I couldn't really control her, so she was labelled as this expert character, so I'm going to assume that is for people that are just good at these games. Therefore, I didn't have a good experience playing with her on this because of that. So I'm going to assume she's an expert just for people who are good with fighting games. Now, I'm not saying she's awful, I'm just saying compared to some others, she's not the best. I don't really get the point of this ability she has, where it's called face stealing or something. You hit someone, you steal their face, and you can turn into them, but you can't move, you don't have any of their abilities, you just have to stand there looking like them, and I don't get the point of it because you're basically like AFK, for a couple seconds, like 2 seconds, and it's useless. You just look like that's like the person you saw the face of, and I don't get why. She does have this cool spinning ability though, where you can like spin. It cancels out some attacks like Taz's spinning, which is definitely handy because that's one of the OP move in the games. So she's not the worst. She can spin and stuff. She has this cool throwing knife ability, and then you can like summon back to it, hitting anyone along the way. That is probably the most unique thing to her, is that teleportation thing to enemy. And another cool thing is she does more damage if you hit from the back. It's called backstab. So like with a knife, if you hit her, if you hit someone from behind, you just deal more damage, which I think that's a unique ability. Now Arya Stark, I've never watched Game of Thrones, don't know who she is, don't know who the character is, so I don't really have this connection with her as a character. That could be why she's even more lower down, but she's higher than Harley Quinn, and I know Harley Quinn. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, coming in the 13th spot is Tom and Jerry. Now this duo, it's very different. Like every character in this game is different, so I'm going to be saying that probably a lot. So they are a mage class, and yeah, it's different. So Tom and Jerry, it's more like Tom fighting Jerry, and everyone else in the ring is just kind of getting affected by that. So you play as Tom mainly, and you get to keep like trying to hit Jerry and stuff, which are your attacks, and every time you miss, you basically hit a character. Like you could hit Bugs Bunny, you could hit Shaggy if they get caught in the hit of this racket and stuff. So that's basically their main character, and why it's very different, that's why it's higher up. But there's so much to control all at once, it doesn't really work well for me. I can't keep up with all their abilities, but it is unique to everybody else. So some things that they do is Tom can throw Jerry into the air with a tennis ball, and then Jerry lands with another racket. They start throwing balls at each other, and these balls will bounce around, and anyone caught in the fire will get hit. I think you can throw up to like 5 balls bouncing between each other. Tom can throw some dynamite in the air as well if he's higher up. He has this fishing rod ability which can pull people closer. The dynamite, that's actually pretty cool. I kind of skipped past that. Yeah, the dynamite's really good. Another move with the dynamite is if you strap Jerry to the dynamite, you can control this rocket, like a guided rocket, and take it wherever you want. He has this powerful backhand move with this bat, which works well. It's just, yeah, he has a lot of moves like this, but I just can't find me controlling them that well. I've listed a few that I can remember off the top of my head, but yeah, his uniqueness is why he's this high up. Just gameplay wise, he would probably be lower, just because I didn't really get that many games with him that went well. But he is powerful. He's got this good hammer ability, he's got this good slingshot ability. It's just meh. Oh, actually no, one more thing, the frying pan ability he has, his up hit with the 2 frying pans hitting each other, clapping each other. That is a really good move. Any up, like really strong up, straight up or straight down move in this game, you need. Oh, and another thing, the mouse traps you can place down, which is like these traps on the floor. So yeah, that's Tom and Jerry. Now on to the next one. Okay, so next up, 12th place, is going to be Reindog. So Reindog's the first original character in this game. I believe they're adding more from the leaks and stuff. Sorry, leaks, I know some of you might not want to hear this, but there's apparently like this ninja guy, this warrior tank class, another tank, like this guy's a tank, but another tank, like beefy guy, a like Spartan woman, I think, as well. Reminds me the look of like Amazon, what's her name, Diana, Wonder Woman. Why couldn't I think of Wonder Woman? It reminds me of her, and there's like ninja, so there's some original characters to this game, which is good. I'm liking that. Obviously this game's implementing so many unique, so many well-known characters. It's cool that they still have time for this original characters. I just hope maybe there's like a storyline, we get explanation for these guys. But yeah, he's like this weird dog antler thing. I didn't really know what to describe it. It's like green big dog thing. So yeah, Reindog tank class, he's very good. I'm just gonna say right now, he's really good at doing damage in this game. Like, every game I would play with him, I would get about 400 damage done. Literally, he's so good with that. He's just not good at the KO part, like knocking him out the arena. So what I would find good is get a teammate who is good at getting them out. Just you build up their ability, their damageness. So if you don't know, the higher damage you do, the more number they get, the more number they are, the further they go when you hit them. So Reindog could easily get like Shaggy to 200 hits. Then your teammate, like, I don't know, Velma, hit him once with ability, boom, he flies out the map. That is how you want to play with this character, and I figured that quite early on, which was great. So some moves that he has actually, he has this shield ability which forms around you and your teammate. It's like a nice little bubble, reduces damage you take. You have this like energy beam you shoot at your teammate. It's pretty cool, it will do less damage. He has this fireball that he can shoot out. This fireball ability has long range, probably one of his only main long range abilities he has. It kind of goes in this like slow projectile, so it moves quite slowly, which is kind of helpful. It means enemies will go into it more likely, which sounds a bit backwards, but this game moves so fast. It's kind of how it works. He has this lightning portal thing, which he shoots up into the air. It will rain down a bunch of damage depending on how long you charge up this ability. I recommend placing this down at the beginning of a match because it kind of just stays there, keeps dealing damage, and it's powerful. So that's basically it for his powers. He could, oh, another thing, he can roll into a ball. Your teammate can pick him up as a ball and throw them. So yeah, he's good at team play. Just by himself, I wouldn't really use him. Like if you're doing a 1v1, I wouldn't really use him. But if you're playing with a strong duo, that's where I would use Reindog. So yeah, that is our 12th spot. On to the next one. Okay, so next up in the 11th spot is going to be Steven from Steven Universe. Gotta say right now, never seen the show. Don't know who the hell this guy is other than he's got a diamond or something in his belly. Oh, when he picks his belly button, that is so gross in this game. I hate it. Ugh. Oh, it makes me feel so ill. My friend who I played with this game with told me he grows older in the show, so how he looks in this game isn't how he is in the show anymore, which I guess makes it, maybe that could be a costume. Who knows? Not me, because I don't watch the show. But Steven, let's talk about him in the game. He is a support character. He has this healing ability, which is great. It lowers your number, your teammate's number. He can place down a watermelon, which, firstly, what? And then secondly, the watermelon grows into a mini Steven. Is this something in the show? Does his belly button make him grow watermelons? I don't get it. So this mini Steven will fight for you and do damage for you and just run around the map, and then eventually he'll get tossed off the map, and then you summon another watermelon Steven, I guess. He can also summon shields, which is the really unique ability in this game. Summoning shields, platforms, this kind of changes how maps work, I think. Imagine there's literally like the most basic map. It's just a flat surface, you got to knock off each side. You have the power to put a wall wherever you want, either vertical or horizontal. This wall will change up the map, like someone shoots something at you, wall in the way. You need to get higher, place a platform above you, jump on that, then jump off. Like, that is really cool, I think, with Steven. Another thing, his bubble move, where he kind of throws someone in a bubble, and they're stuck. They're AFK, just floating upwards and upwards. You can't do damage, they can't move. They're just in a bubble, going higher and higher and higher and higher until they're at the map. So that's, I think, it for Steven. I don't really get him. Don't know if I'll ever watch the show. But yeah, he's weird when I started playing with him. Probably, I think he was the last one I played with, maybe. I don't know. But he was just a bit gross. And I'm guessing it resembles the show. But yeah, that's Steven. Now, on to the next spot. Okay, and in the 10th spot is going to be a Garnet. Now, Garnet is from, I think, Steven Universe, again, a show I don't know, so therefore I do not know anything about this character, other than what I've played in the game. What I can tell, she is an alien or something with big fists, and yeah. First of all, talk about the character again. When she took her glasses off for the first time in this game, I saw her third eye. I was like, what the hell? It scared me so much. Well, spoiler. Doctor Strange. It reminded me of Doctor Strange. What? Explain to me how the hell she has a third eye? I don't know. I ain't watched the show before. But let's talk about her in this character, in this game even. So, first of all, she has this cool singing ability, which she summons up this like force field. Any projectile, no matter what it is, it could be some dynamite, it could be Batman's batarang, Shaggy's sandwich, anything. This singing projectile will stop it all, and if you want, just throw it backwards. Which is handy because she doesn't really have a long range. She has one long range in the game, which is shooting off her rockets, her fists. Reminds you of Baymax from Big Hero 6. And you can kind of guide them. It reminds me of Tom and Jerry's move, where they are in the guided rocket, so you can just kind of control these rockets wherever you want. But the main focus with her is her close range, very close range by the way, with her combos, her fist, her really strong punches, which you can do in the air, up, down, left, right, anywhere. You hold it, you will do multiple punches. You tap it, you will do combos. It's very, very good how good her close range is. The only limit is the range she has, so it's very limited, like she can't really do long range other than that one move and stopping projectiles. So that's it for Garnet, 10th spot, kinda middle. So yeah, now on to the 9th. Next up in the 9th position is going to be Finn the Human from Adventure Time. Now, firstly, my friend who I played this game with, this was his main since day one. I'm going to assume he chose him because of his love for the show, not because he knew anything about the character in the game, just he loves Adventure Time. So he's like, Finn the Human, I'm picking him. I think he got him to max level pretty quick, because he was the only one he played with, so I kept changing my character. But he played with Finn since day one, and just loved it. He didn't really change anyone else. So I kind of know a lot about Finn in this game from him. However, when it was my turn to play with Finn, he was not my favourite, but I understood his uniqueness, which again, every character is unique, but this Finn is even more unique. So let's talk about his character moves. So he's an assassin class with a sword, slicing people up, throws his bag around, starts slicing people, doing all those attacks, has his huge high five move, which he pulls off, if he can pull off, will yeet someone out the map if you charge it up all the way. It's pretty cool. But the biggest thing about Finn is going to be his shop. Now this shop, you collect coins throughout the map, throughout the match, and these coins you build up, and then when you've got some alone time, you go down, you put your hand in your bag, and you spend these coins in a shop. You can buy a speed boost, a damage boost, or BMO or something. So if you buy a speed boost, which I think is the cheapest one for like a few coins, you and your teammate will run faster. And yes, this is stackable. You can get multiple. You can get like ×4 speed if you want, and just move around quicker, or more damage and stuff. So that's the biggest thing with Finn, is going to be collecting these coins and spending them in the shop, which was kind of enjoyable to play with. But that's it for Finn. That's kind of his main gimmick, other than his sword. Oh, his backpack as well. If you hit anyone with the backpack, then you lose your coin, so it's a bit risky. But yeah, he has a shop, unique, nice position. Let's move on to the next one. Next up in the 8th position is going to be Velma, which is another interesting character with an interesting gimmick. So her main gimmick is solving out who is the monster, who's the villain of the show. Which is like just like the show. So you've got to collect these pages, not like Slenderman, but you've got to collect these pages throughout the match, and eventually when you have enough, you'll summon a police car. You'll find out the nearest player is actually Old Man Jenkins. You put him in the police car, then the police car will throw him off the edge and be an instant KO. Sorry, I have the hiccups. It'd be an instant KO, which is very OP. Just it doesn't always work. Sometimes this police car is impossible to get out of, and boom, instant KO. But sometimes it lasts 2 seconds, and then it's like, what was the point? You've spent the whole time collecting these pages for nothing. So yeah, maybe that needs fixing. I don't know. Another move she has is this beam where she shouts into a megaphone. This can go the entirety of the map, I think, like how far it reaches. So it's a really good long range, and I think it has a stun ability as well the longer you use it. Another move she has is when she's on the floor, she can sprint, grab anyone, get to the edge of a ledge, gets to the edge of a ledge and yeet them off up into the air, and it works out pretty well that way. For damage wise, she has this book where she dodges stuff. She speaks. Oh, her main attacks, like just pressing square, is so funny. She used speech bubbles to hit people, like saying jinkies and stuff. It's cool. And finally, she has this weird big head ability. I don't get it. She just gives you or enemies or your teammate a big head. So yeah, that's Velma. Unique. Not who I would guess would be in this game. Like, how the hell is Velma in a fighting game before Scooby-Doo? like what? But yeah, that's Velma. On to the next one, which is 7th place. Okay, next up, 7th position is Wonder Woman from DC. She is a assassin class. I think she's meant to be quite a well-balanced character. I think she's told to use on quite early on. And it makes sense. She is great at team play with her whip and her shield. So first of all, she can summon a shield to you and your... me? No, to you, yeah, to you and your teammate, sorry. She can have this shield ability which will reduce things. She can also teleport you to her... no, teleport yourself to your teammate or your teammate to you, which is very handy. And then the biggest thing with her is her lasso of truth. So this lasso, you could either yeet it, hit an enemy, boom, they go flying off the map. Or you could use it, hit an enemy, and bring them in closer towards you, which is the more useful aspect of it. So depending on, like, say if they're really nearly off the edge of a map, hit them off the edge with the whip, boom, they fly out. They're a bit far away, bring them in close to you, hit them with the sword a bit, use your shield, and that's basically it. She's pretty dangerous with that. She has some cool combos, using a sword, using a lasso and stuff. I think when experts started playing this game, they used Wonder Woman, so you could tell she's good in that aspect. But I think that's mainly it. Oh yeah, also with the whip, pulling in enemies, she can also pull teammates closer. Say someone hits your teammate very close to the edge of the map, use your lasso and bring your teammate in closer towards you. So yeah, that's Wonder Woman. Now on to the 6th position. And on into the 6th position is going to be Bugs Bunny. Now let's just say, from now onwards are characters I really like in this game, ones I might even main when the full game is out. So Bugs Bunny is creative once again. He is a mage just like Tom and Jerry, but he's more about all these things you can create and these traps and stuff. So let's begin with him being able to dig underground and be invincible for a few seconds. When he pops back out, boom, he has a tunnel you and your teammate can use at any time. Speaking of which, this tunnel you can throw stuff down and it will come out the other side. I've seen people summon a big rocket, shoot it down the tunnel, boom, it shoots upwards and just gets people out of nowhere. Like, very surprising. Another thing is how he can have a safe appear in the air. This safe will get knocked around, causing damage if it hits anyone, and then will explode with an item inside. What else can he do? He can summon a rocket, like I said. This is a very powerful rocket people can stand on. It can hit people, or just shoot it right up, and eventually it will go down, hitting someone unwittingly, unknowingly, I guess. What else can he do? He can have an item. The biggest thing, an item. He can hold down, have this big box, and grab any item, I think, in the game. So you can grab a bit of dynamite, a pie, a Shaggy sandwich you could grab. You could grab a Mises box, which is the only way in the game currently to get it, which makes me think Rick could be coming to the game. But you can get a Mises box where you keep pressing it and boom, Mr. Mises appears, look at me, and starts hitting people. And another thing you can hold down, have a pie appear, throw the pie, hit people. All these things have to recharge, all these things you can summon, not mentioning the fact he can just punch people and kick and flare around with a huge mallet. Oh, and a kiss ability. If you manage to kiss someone, the love hearts will hit them, they're stunned, they can't move for a few seconds. So, that's Bugs Bunny. I really like him, he's very different, and I just like that aspect of him. So yeah, on to the next one. And now on to the top 5. So in 5th place is Superman. I haven't really had many games with this character, but he is very big, very strong, very powerful. He can dodge very uniquely unlike anyone else because he can dodge in any direction, not just up, down, left, right. He can go diagonally when he flies, which is pretty cool. He can dodge stuff that way. When he flies around, he can grab people. Oh, this really strong move. When he grabs people, throws them out the map further than anyone. He has this cool, strong combo if you charge, where he just punches people. They're stuck in space, stuck in place, and they can't move. You just keep punching them, punching them, punching them. What else can he do? He can freeze people with his ice breath. He has this laser eyes. And overall, just very strong. I've currently noticed how long this video is, so I'm trying to speed up this top 5 process by talking about people a lot less. So, sorry about this video being long. He's actually my brother's favourite character in this game, so that's good to know. I guess that's basically it. All I want to say, he's just strong. I love his flight ability where he flies, grabs people, and throws them out. Just keep spamming that move and you're good. One thing to note, the first ever time I played with him, and I did a 1v1 against someone that was like a level 10, level 12, which means they've played for a while, I won. And that was my first ever 1v1 experience, and I won. So, that shows how good I was with this guy, and why he is top 5 for me. Let's move on to the 4th position, and sorry if it sounds like I'm rushing. I've just noticed I've been talking about this game for half an hour, and I've been doing this video for a few hours now. So let's continue to the 4th place. Okay, and now into the 4th spot, which is going to be Shaggy. Now, at the very beginning, I said I'm not going to be biased based on the character. I'm just going to know them as they are in the game. But, come on, it's Shaggy going Ultra Instinct mode. You don't think I'm going to put him a few spaces higher just because of that? Just because of the meme? This whole game is probably based off that one meme. And you've got to give it props for that. But overall, he is actually just a fun character to play with. So I believe he might have been one of the first characters in the game to be fully developed, just because of how well rounded he is with all of his attacks. They're well balanced. His punches, his kicks, everything just feels in the middle, a nice neutral character. So I can tell everyone else is probably based around him from probably being the first one developed. So he can hold down, pick up a sandwich, throw the sandwich, have his normal kicks and stuff. He can go Ultra Instinct in the air, on the floor, takes a few seconds to charge up. This allows his punches to be stronger. If he has a sandwich, then the sandwich will be thrown even more powerfully. And he's just an easy character to control and is fun. That's basically it for Shaggy. Just a very neutral character, but fun character. The first character probably everyone has played with, and it's just the meme. So yeah, that's Shaggy. Now on to the top 3. Okay, now in the 3rd place, we've got Batman, taking the Bronze Award, I guess, for this ranking. So he was actually my first main character in this game, the first guy I mained, because he was a fun character. I'm saying that a lot with these top guys, but they're just more fun to me. Batman, he's alright to like the character himself. I like Batman, DC, he's like probably the most basic guy ever, but the guy to play with in the game, it's just fun. He has this gliding ability where you can move slower in the air, which is good for staying back on the map. This grapple ability, which can hook onto the floor or the walls to bring yourself back in if you're nearly off the edge, or even use the grapple gun to hit an enemy and go in towards them and kick them. He has this batarang, which you can throw or kick and it will stick to them and explode after time. So the way I use it, I try to get this batarang to stick on someone, punch them up to the height limit, and then boom, they explode, kicks them out the map. That's my favourite way of using it. What else can he do? He's just got the batarang, which detonates his... Oh, the smoke cloud as well. He can throw down this smoke cloud every now and again. You and your teammate can go inside and become invisible to the enemy while you're in that smoke cloud, which once again is good for team play. Everything takes a few seconds to charge up, but when it does, you keep using it. Like, you can just keep punching them, throw a batarang on them, wait for them to explode. So here's a combo: punch them, throw a batarang on them, use a grapple hook to hit them, kick them far, then boom, they explode out the map. It's just fun. The whole character is just fun, using all these abilities in a nice small combo. He's not got so much to control. So that's it for Batman. Now on to second place. So in second place is going to be Taz, the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes. So Taz is super fun. I played with him a lot later on than some of us, but as soon as I started playing with him, instantly loved him, started playing with him so much, and just became one of my favourites. So we've got to talk about his spin ability. The spin ability is obviously the most OP move in the game. I'm hoping it gets nerfed when the full game releases, but I'm also hoping it doesn't, because it's just so fun. You just keep spamming this one spin tornado move. It will suck up an enemy into your tornado, keep doing damage, push them out, and they can't do anything. They're just stuck, so you just spam this one move. That's just how you win the game. Other stuff you can do, he can jump up, create a smoke cloud of punching. If anyone gets sucked in, you do damage. Basically same as the spin, just you're doing it upwards. Also, what's a spin? You can move around. Oh, Taz is just a small chaotic thing. The main thing with Taz though is the food. So you put like salt and pepper on people, you put them in sandwiches and stuff, and eventually you do that much like foodiness on them, they turn into a turkey or a chicken, and they can't move. Well, they can move, they just can't fight back. So during that period, you do as much damage as you can. That's essentially it for Taz, I think. Like, not much he can do. Just spam that one spinning move, and that's all you need to do. Just knock them off the edge, put some food on them. When they are a chicken, they can't fight back. Just more spinning, put them into a bit of cloud, throw them out, and yeah, that's Taz. He's hard to, what's the word? Not conquer, like the reverse of hit. Defend against, I guess? There's a word that I'm looking for, I just can't think of it right now. But Taz is fun, Taz is second. Who is going to be first? You guys probably know, based off who's left. But let's go on to first place. And in first place is going to be Jake the dog. He, as soon as I played with him, instantly main character, got him to max level 15. Oh, I don't know why. He clicked with me and just became one of my favourites. I don't really watch I don't really watch Adventure Time. I don't really watch Adventure Time. I've probably seen 3 episodes ever. So it's not the character that's linking with me, like my friend playing with Finn. It's not that. It's not even that Finn and Jake go well together. So he plays with Finn, I play with Jake. It's just, I really enjoy playing with Jake. Let's talk about some of his moves. So he's a shapeshifter. He's a dog, but he can shapeshift loads, like into a horse that runs across the entire map. He can turn his hands into axes, into maces. He can jump down into a huge trampoline, into a house, into a boat, crashing down, bouncing back up and crashing down again, causing loads of damage to people. What else can he do? He can have a the skateboard move. You jump down on a skateboard with a helmet on, do about 4 combos in a row. They're stuck. They're hit after hit after hit. It's just insane damaging. Like, if you can hit all 3 skateboard hits in a row, easy 22-25% damage you do right there. So I've upgraded him to the bit where you are a house, you jump down, you bounce back up, and you could go down again. That's really good, very handy with Jake, because that's just such a good move. You can also just sprint across as a horse the whole time, just hitting people on the way. Your arms can stretch out, so although he's close range, his arms go that far, it's like a long range. The way he can just go upwards to make a barrier, if someone gets stuck in the barrier, you spring your body, your butt back up to your head. If they're stuck, they can get caught out and throw up into the air. It's just, he's so fluid and so shapeshiftery. It's just, I really like playing with Jake, I don't know why. But that's it for the ranking. That is it for this video. Jake is number 1, Harley's number 15. Sorry this video is longer than I thought. I mean, I've been talking for 34 minutes now. Just to let you guys know a little secret. I had to record gameplay for every single character. Bear in mind, I got a win with every single character. I don't know if I use all that footage, but it was a few hours of gameplay. I then wrote a script, which I haven't really stuck to, but I did write a script for every single character in this game, then ranked them, and then have to speak about it and then edit it. So this video has taken me a few hours to do. It's why MultiVersus probably came out ages ago, and this video's still not out. But sorry, this video's like over half an hour long of me just ranking the characters. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, which could be when MultiVersus is released. Actually, no, the next one is going to be me predicting some characters I want in the game. So stay tuned for that. But thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye, everybody.